Morning, guys. Jim here from Adkins Results Coaching on day 3 of the 5 days to a whole new you, right? We're talking about reprogramming the subconscious and what the morning, Mr. Murray, what the subconscious can do for you and what it does to you. What I'd like to do today is just give you a warning. It's an action day. Okay, today's the day you're going to take action. Not that you don't take action every day, but I really want you to focus on the action today. Over the last 2 days, what we've talked about were, what does the subconscious do? And we learned that the subconscious, or we relearned that the subconscious just replays a program. Whatever's been programmed into our subconscious gets replayed over and over. And an example of that would be, how do you react to certain situations? And that comes from your beliefs, right? So I'm trying to pick, I talked to a few people about this, and I'm trying to pick one across the board that everybody might share. And it's tough, but I'll give it a shot. Let's say a parent, your child, if you're a parent, I'll try and break it into a couple of categories. So a parent, your child brings home a bad report card or a note from the teacher. Good morning, Cindy. That they did something wrong or they did something bad. Well, your belief system and your subconscious programming are going to dictate your reactions. When I mentioned it, if you're a parent and I started talking about bad grades or I started talking about a note from the teacher, you already had an instant thought process of what you might do about that. Well, is it the best thing? Have you trained yourself to respond instead of react? Do you blame the teacher? Well, if the teacher would pay attention, my kid wouldn't get in trouble. Well, that's a bunch of crap. But I'm sorry, that's just my belief. So that belief system, though, and that program that plays is what you believe should be done. It's how you've been taught, either from a young age from your parents and watching them respond. I know that's not how mine responded. If I got in trouble, it was my fault. And that's how it should be. I probably did something I wasn't supposed to. Or let's say the new people in your life, the circle of friends that you have, all respond and react the same way. Oh, the teachers are terrible, and a lot of kids and only a couple of people, and the teachers are and the school system sucks, and the principal's terrible. You blame everybody else except for the person in your child that's supposed to do it. Well, that's your belief system, and that's your program in your subconscious. And trust me, it's probably not beneficial or helpful to think that way. Am I saying that all teachers are perfect? No. Bless their hearts, they got a lot on their plate, and some of them don't even belong in the school systems, but they're not all that way. You cannot respond or react to everybody in the same way. And if your kid's screwing up, it's your fault first. So take responsibility. So how do you reprogram that? Nobody wants to be at fault for something that's going wrong. Nobody. Well, very few people want to take responsibility for that. So they put it off on somebody else. I'll get back to this. Let's leave that sitting over here for a minute, okay? Let's say that you are a teenager and or a young adult, or you have a young adult. Well, I'd be back to a parent, but I talk to teenagers, and they believe that because they're grounded or they're not allowed to do something, they got in trouble for this. It's my mom's fault or my dad's fault. They're jerks. They don't understand. They don't. Here we go. We're putting it off on somebody else. This is a subconscious program that says we're not responsible. We don't want to be in trouble. We don't want to take responsibility for what actually just happened. It's their fault. Man, here's a tough one for you. Ready? These are all subconscious programs, okay? You get hit by somebody who runs a red light. Oh, bam. Oh, man. Those people need to learn how to drive. It's their fault, and they're terrible, and this and that. And you don't even take into consideration what might have been happening in their life at the moment. Now, they could have been an idiot. They could have been on their cell phone or texting or something like that for sure. And that's not right. But when you put it on them and it's their fault, you're a victim. If you stop and take responsibility, had I been paying more attention, I may have seen them and I could have avoided the whole situation. Is that every time? No, it's not every time. But if you follow me here for a minute, What I did is I reprogrammed my or a potential automatic response to a situation. Because when that light turned green, I can almost guarantee you didn't look up, or not just you, I'm not picking on you. Let's say most people wouldn't even look up to take a second to notice if traffic had slowed or stopped like it was supposed to. Light's green, my turn, I'm going. And subconsciously, you run an automatic program that tells you how to drive your car. Light's green, my turn, here I go. Wham! Oh, their fault. So you're both responsible. If you take responsibility, you're no longer a victim. What I did was I just reprogrammed my subconscious. Does that make sense? And I fully believe that. If you're running on autopilot and you get in an accident, it's just as much your fault as it is somebody else's. Now, there are circumstances, I know that. Drunk drivers, people don't pay attention, disobeying the law. And I'm not making light of anything like that. I'm not. I'm just trying to point out how our programs dictate our responses. I think you got it, right? Today's action, and it started on the first day when I said, what is it you want to change at the end of these 5 days? What is it you would like to change about yourself for these 5 days of this workshop? That process of recognizing your response or recognizing something you would like to reprogram has now come to fruition. What is it? What is it you want to change? If you haven't noticed yet, follow yourself, witness your day. Okay, now this is a big one. There's a whole nother workshop, but I'm going to throw it at you here for a minute. Learn to be a witness in your life. Learn to view your life as it unfolds, not in reaction to, but as the day unfolds itself, be there, be relative, be a part of it. And as everything takes place, and I know we don't have time all day long to sit and reflect on the last 5 minutes. I know that, but that's not really what I'm asking. What I'm asking is, look for triggers, and you're going to have to be conscious. Look for triggers. You're going through your day at work. It's Wednesday. You know you're going to get a hump day. What kind of stuff. How do you respond? And they don't always have to be negative, but I guarantee you there's going to be certain things that happen through your day that you can automatically catch and know that you do this every time. How about simple ones like, hey, how's it going? Or, hey, hi, how are you? I'm fine. How are you? Automatic response. Subconscious modality, greet back, answer the question with something we've already planned that we're comfortable with. How are you? I'm fine. How are you? You could be sick as a dog. I'm fine. Things are okay. Fine is the new F word, right? Bad. So notice that kind of stuff and see if you want to change it. That's the easiest one for you to do. It's the one I've done a long time ago. And if you've ever met me or run into me on the street, and you ask me, hey, how's it going? I usually have an answer that will catch you off guard. What's my go-to answer? I'm incredible. I believe it. I am incredible. Sometimes I'll throw at you, I'm incredible at times. Why? Because it takes the person out of their their subconscious, simplistic greeting. Let's say you go to the bank, you go to a store. Those people have had to greet or have the opportunity to greet 10s, 20, 100 people today. And it's probably the same thing. Hi, how are you? Welcome here. What are you doing? What can I do for you? And those are automatic until they need to sell you something or service you for some reason. Then your answer is going to dictate their next automated response. Are you one of those people? If you are, bless your heart, I love you. Stop it. Now, I'm not asking you to screw with people all day long. That's not what I'm doing. What I'm asking you to do is take note of something that you would like to change. It can be simple as, how are you? I'm incredible. Or it can be something big, like stopping at the stoplight. And now you're paying attention. How many of you drive for everybody on the road. You drive, no, don't do it. Stay in your lane. Saying, oh, better use your turn signal. You need to start braking now. You need to start braking now. Okay. The light's green. You can go. Are you that person? I kind of am sometimes. You drive for everybody. Well, that means you're paying attention, right? Looking in the rearview mirror, watching to see if they're following too close, making sure the people in the other lane are in their other lane, watching for traffic. You say, oh, don't go yet. That person's going to run the light. Bam. Paying attention. If you want to get out of a subconscious frame of mind where you're not paying attention and you're just moving through traffic, stop and do that. What do you normally do when you drive? Do you listen to me? Some people do. That's okay, but remember, now you're in a subconscious state of mind driving. That doesn't mean stop listening to me. I need the viewers, but and I love to know I'm helping. Okay, so that's today. Take action. Take what it is you want to change and change it. You've got two choices on how to do that. Well, there's more than two, but these are the two I'm going to give you because they're the two that I can control right now. One, just do it. Change it right now. Stop yourself when you notice the habit repeating. Stop, rewind, and do it over. And do it every time. And it's okay, even if you're talking to somebody and you notice that you're doing it, to let them in on it. For instance, hi, how you doing? I'm fine. How are you? Hang on a second. Wait a minute. Let me take that back. Ask me again. Hi, how are you? I'm incredible. How are you? Stop and reframe the whole thing. Why? Because the more you do it, the more you're going to reprogram that subconscious, and you're not going to fall back into that routine. We have programs that keep us angry. We have programs that make us feel loved. We have programs that make us feel successful. We have programs that sabotage our success. There's a lot of them. Where do you start? Somewhere. Pick it and start. Okay, so that's one way. Notice it and change it right now. Number two, you can hypnotize and meditate. I know it sounds funny or strange or hokum, but listen, there are, where can I tell you to go? Go on here, go on YouTube and search, what would you search? Theta, maybe they used to be called subliminal programming tapes. Subliminal programming would be a music tape or like water sounds or white noise, where in the background they would have subliminal messages running the whole time, positive reinforcement messages. We used to use them as stockbroker for sales and helping people and learning. It was really cool back then. It was a new thing. Just be careful what you're putting in there, right? So I know if you're a conspiracy theorist, you better trust the person you're getting the tape from, right? But there are, you can look, and I bet you anything, there's videos on here or where you can do that. Put them on while you sleep and listen to these positive affirmations over and over as you sleep. Then in your waking state, those will be the first relative thoughts in your mind. And that point between delta and alpha and theta, where you're in the waking state, is where the imagination and reality become one. Like when you were a kid, you could imagine anything, and at the moment it was your reality. You were playing. That magic programs. Here's a good thing that you can try, and I'll let you go. If you have the opportunity to witness young children play, my daughter Rihanna, if you're watching this, how your kids play, and anybody that has young children or they can witness them, don't interact yet. Just stand back and watch them play. Watch them interact with their stuffed animals, their toys, their pets, their environment. It'll tell you a lot about their personality and who they are and what's going on up here and who they may become. It's amazing. It really is. How they associate with other children. That tells you a lot about your influence on them and others' influence on them. What are they learning from media? What are they learning from the other people at school? What are they learning from you about relationships? Because how they treat other people when you're not looking is what they know to happen. And that program's running right now. It's a fun thing to do. Sometimes it's scary because you wake up and you go, holy crap, I need to make some changes. Good. Do it now. Do it for yourself. Do it for the kids. Do it for all of us. All right, you guys. I love you. That's day 3. Take action. Get out there, find out what it is, see how you want to change it. If you don't know, if you're not sure how you would like to reprogram it, contact me. You got the whole month of November for free coaching. That's $500 an hour I'm gifting to you for the month of November. Contact me, and I will help you. But you have to reach out. You have to set the appointment, and you have to show up. I know it's a lot to ask, isn't it? All right, guys. Mr. Murray, Ms. Quinn, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Mr. Murray, I hope you had a fantastic day yesterday. And everybody else who's watching, if you like the videos, give me the thumbs up, please. I really appreciate it. I am an applause junkie, and it helps my ego. That's not what it is. Well, maybe a little bit. But it does help the YouTube channel grow, and that's important to me. If you haven't subscribed already, hit the subscribe button. I'm not sure where it's at down there. Share it with other people if they'll like it too, and get them to subscribe as well. My goal is 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year, December. So if you can help me do that, I would appreciate it. Also, if you are a subscriber, there are playlists where there are workshops that are not available to anybody else. If you go there, you can look at these workshops. And again, if you are a subscriber, you got the free month. You got a free month of November for coaching, professional coaching. Reach out and contact me, and I'll let you know what a coach is all about. Okay, guys. Until I see you next time, on your mark, get set, be incredible. I know you didn't expect it, did you?